This is the map of West Africa. Inside this region, two leaders are facing the same problem: how to feed their people by cutting imports and producing more food within. But their responses couldn't be more different. In Ghana, President John Mahama is back with bold promises. In Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traoré is taking action fast and direct. In this video, we compare both leaders, their plans, and why Mahama's lack of focus on agriculture could hurt Ghana's future.
The president has already indicated that under his watch, he wants to use agriculture as the engine for economic transformation. It is the belief of His Excellency that with agriculture, we can change lives in this country. We can change the economic story of Ghana. And so if agriculture is going to be the engine, then what are the specific projects for implementation in order to actualize this agenda? And the major one which serves as the umbrella of all the projects is what we call the Feed Ghana project.
Yes, what the Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Erkopoku, is saying here might be true, but that's not entirely true looking at the numbers. Because in 2025, Ghana's government presented a budget of 279 billion Ghana cedis. Well, you would expect agriculture, the backbone of Ghana's economy, as the minister is saying, to get a big slice, right? But no, the agriculture budget was only 1.5 billion Ghana cedis. That's just 0.54% of the total budget. Now compare that to the HEF budget, which received 17.8 billion Ghana cedis. That's more than 11 times what agriculture got. Yes, health is very important, but ask any farmer, food is healthy too. So why is farming getting so little attention in Ghana? President Mahama has launched a new program called Feed Ghana. It sounds promising. He wants to turn the Ministry of Agriculture into Ministry for Agribusiness, introduce smart farming, build farmer service center across Ghana. He says the goal is to modernize agriculture and create jobs. But here is the problem. There is no clear funding for all these promises. In fact, Ghana's agriculture budget has not grown. In 2024, agriculture got 2.2% of the national budget. But here we are this year, only 0.54%. That's a big drop. And you can't run a big program like Feed Ghana without serious money behind it. Ghana spends more than $2 billion every year importing food. Think about that. In a country with rich soil, good weather, and thousands of farmers, we still import onions, rice, tomatoes, and even maize. It's not because Ghanaians don't want to farm, it's because they don't get enough support. They lack irrigation, storage, machinery, access to markets, and most importantly, processing factories.
The amount dedicated to agric specifically, then absolutely it is quite small, which on the face of it looks strange, given that we're trying to push agriculture as one of the pillars of growth for our economy. However, the other environmental factors around infrastructure, around the thrust towards creating agri-zones, etc., all of those will enable agriculture. So government does not need necessarily to invest directly in agriculture itself.
Now, let's go to Burkina Faso. President Ibrahim Traoré is just 36 years old, a former soldier. He came to power in 2022 through coup, but since then, he's taken bold steps to feed his country. Instead of long speeches, Traoré is focused on results. Here's what Traoré's government has done in just 2 years. Distributed 400 tractors, provided 239 tailors, supplied 710 motor pumps for irrigation, distributed fertilizers directly to farmers, supported local seed producers, set price guarantees for key crops. As a result, Burkina Faso's food production is rising. For example, millet production grew from 907,000 tons in 2022 to over 1.1 million tons in 2024. But Traoré isn't stopping at farms. He is building agro-processing factories across Burkina Faso. These new factories will process tomatoes, maize, rice, soya beans, millet. At a point, he even banned the exportation of raw cereals. Instead of exporting raw crops and importing processing food, Burkina Faso wants to do everything locally. That means more jobs, less imports, and more food on the shelves. It's a full cycle strategy. Grow it, process it, eat it, all in Burkina Faso. Let's break it down. Mahama's strategy in Ghana, promising about smart farming, new agribusiness ministry, but no major increase in budget and no concrete plan for building factories. Traoré's strategy in Burkina Faso, invest directly in tools and machinery, expanded irrigation, supported local seed producers, building rare food factories now. So, who do you think farmers trust more? West Africa is facing big challenges, which are droughts, food shortages, rising prices, climate change. If countries like Ghana don't invest now, things will get worse. You can't build food security on ideas alone. It takes money, machines, and strong political will. Ibrahim Traoré is showing what's possible even in landlocked, less developed countries. He is not waiting for foreign aid or flashy speeches. He is putting farmers first. Meanwhile, John Mahama has returned to power with good intentions, but without the budget and action, his Feed Ghana dream may never become a reality. Because in the race to feed Africa, vision is good, but execution is everything. We are not saying John Dramani Mahama is not doing anything at all. He is doing massively well, but his agric budget isn't something impressive. So, what do you think? Is Mahama doing enough for Ghana's agriculture, or is Traoré setting the new standard for African food security? Let us know in the comment section below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. This is AS1 News. My name is Sheriff Haruna. Thank you very much for watching. Have a joyful life and see you in the next one. Macrao.